I'll get it. Must be the Anders. Please, come in. Carolyn just made some coffee. Would you like some?
I would. It's a damp night. Thank you.
No problem.
Please, sit down. Well, you wanted to talk about the Sanderson children.
Yes, I'll come right to the point. I know you've had a long day. Sylvia and I have been talking it over, and we'd like to offer a home to the boys.
To the boys?
Oh, yes. I've got a fair-sized place, as you know, and my wife and I have never had any children of our own. We can give the boys a good home.
You keep saying the boys. You haven't said anything about Alicia.
Well, taking on the responsibility for the two boys is all we can handle. They're both of working age. They can do their share. Be more than a body could manage to take on all the young'uns.
Well, I don't think he meant to be unkind. He could just see his way clear to taking the boys, I guess.
To work the farm. He wants farm hands, not children.
Well, maybe.
Well, I best be on my way. I'll stop by tomorrow, see if you need anything.
I thought you were asleep.
I was.
You want some milk? What, is there something wrong?
My puppy went in my bed.
Well, don't you worry none about that. We'll fix that up in no time at all.
I'll get a sheet.
There you are. Say, I've been thinking, since that puppy of yours is still a baby like, maybe we ought to get him a bed so he can sleep right here next to you. Just till his house broke, you understand?
But when we get a bed?
I could build one tomorrow.
Can't he just sleep with me just for tonight until you make up his bed?
Well, I don't see why not.
Thank you.
You gonna go to sleep now? Well, then close up them eyes. There, girl.
In other words, Mr. Ingalls, I am a lonely spinster.
Oh, Minerva. I wouldn't say that.
Well, you didn't. I did. Now, to come to the point, Mr. Ingalls, I am interested in adopting Alicia.
Oh, Miss Farnsworth,
Now, hear me out. I know you want the children kept together, but you are going to have to think about the practical side. Now, the Anders family wants the boys. A good home, a good farm. I understand they'll be well provided for. And if I were to take Alicia, she could have advantages that no one would offer her here. She could be educated in the finest schools, both here and abroad. I would like a child and an heir.
What'd you think of Miss Farnsworth?
It's hard to say. I just met her.
Alicia sure has taken a liking to her. Must have. She let her hold the pup. What do you expect me to do?
I don't expect you to do nothing. You got your mind made up.
And you think I'm wrong, huh?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think you're wrong. You've always had a family. You don't know what it's like to be alone. Well, I do. I lost my wife and daughter with... This part of me died, too, and that part of me ain't never gonna come back to life again. Oh, I know. I'm just happy-go-lucky Mr. Edwards to all you folks. Just, having fun, laughing all the time. Just like that youngin's laughing right now. Let me tell you something. It's different when you're alone. When you lie in bed at night and listen to the silence. And you pray to God you could hear the sound of a loved one sleeping. All right. You made your choice. Just don't expect me to tell you it's right.
And don't expect me to tell you you're right. You made your choice. You want to be alone. You know, I made a promise to your ma. I promised her I'd find a home for you. And I want you to know that I did my best. It's just not easy for folks taking on a big family all of a sudden. The Anders think real highly of you boys. They're good people. They got a good farm. It'll be a real good home for you. And you all know what a fine lady Miss Farnsworth is. She lives in Minneapolis. She's got a big house. And she told me that she thought Alicia was about the prettiest thing she ever did see. I wanted to find a home for you together, but I couldn't. It won't be easy at first. But everything will be all right.
Ma said Mr. Ingalls is a good man. He knows what he's doing. You won't be so far away. We'll see each other very soon. Don't worry. And remember, we love you. We're ready now.
Come, child. It's all right.
No, it ain't all right. It ain't all right at all. Look, Charles, I got mad at you the other day because, well, I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at me. You were right. I'm alone because I made that choice. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Maybe guilt, fear. I don't know. If I knew the reason, I wouldn't be alone right now. I got nothing against you, Miss Farnsworth. Or any of you folks. It's just that I think these children ought to stay together. Grace, I know this ain't the time or the place, but if we're gonna have us a family, we ought to get ourselves married.
Isaiah.
I love you. You hear that? I ain't afraid to say it no more. And I love them kids, too. Well, the point is, you all will have me. I'll do my best to make you happy.
Well, I'll do the best I can, too.
Now, if somebody's gonna get married, we better get on with it. I got a beautiful turkey waiting for me out at Amy Hearn's, and it'd be a sin to let it overcook.
Come on, I think we're going to a wedding.
Well, I'd like to know what you call a proposal like that.
I call it beautiful. Well, come on, Harriet. Let's go and see if that turkey you cooked tastes as good as you keep telling us it does.